Hi, welcome to Marvel Standom. I'm Den of Geek News and Features editor Kirsten Howard, and joining me as always are Den of Geek editors Katy Burt and Alec. This week we're not going to be talking about any of the MCU shows or movies. In fact, this week we're going to have our first annual Marvel Standom MCU Christmas quiz. I've got 9 trivia questions each for you both to battle it out to be our Standom Supreme. What do you say?
I don't want to be associated with.
I'm in.
That character. No, I'm in.
I'm going to go between you both. I'm going to start with Alec with question 1 and then go to you, Katy, for question 1.
This could be the end of Standom.
So...
Like, it's revealed that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We're in the end game now.
I will say that some of these questions are hard.
Are any of them about Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Because I try not to think about too much.
So just please ask that anyone who is watching, Katy and Alec are both being put on the spot here. They had no idea this was coming. Please be kind. Just because you knew the answer in the moment doesn't mean that you would know it under pressure. So please be nice and respect the winner. Okay, here we go then. Question 1 is to Alec. What's the name of the kid that Tony befriends in Iron Man 3?
If it makes you feel any better, Alec, I do not remember his name.
I haven't seen Iron Man 3. And he shows up again in Endgame.
Yeah, I feel like
Right.
I wrote about this in the ending explained for Endgame and gone.
I really don't know. Terry.
Well, that's actually pretty close. It was Harley.
Oh, that is kind of close.
EY. No, I knew it ended in EY. That's why I went with Terry.
Turley.
Okay, Katy, it's time for question 1. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier's Wyatt Russell, played John Walker in the show. But what was his first ever acting audition?
I just watched a YouTube video essay about Hollywood nepotism, so I feel like this should have been a part of that, and it wasn't. His first ever acting audition, like, across Hollywood?
Yes.
Obviously, it was probably something that his dad was in. I don't know.
It was Captain America, the First Avenger.
Wow.
He lost the role.
Well,
He lost the role to
question,
Chris
Alec.
Evans.
Wow, so he didn't do anything before that?
No, he was a late starter. He was in sports and hurt himself and ended up going into acting. I don't think he had any interest in acting before that. Okay, Alec, question 2. What does S.H.I.E.L.D. stand for?
Strategic Homeland Intervention. The last 2 are Logistics Division. And the first 3 are Strategic Homeland Intervention. Strategic Homeland Intervention.
Evans.
I don't know.
It's enforcement.
No.
Okay, Katy, question 2. What is Pepper Potts allergic to?
Ooh, I feel like I should know this. What is Pepper Potts allergic to?
I feel like Katy and I need to work together on these.
Team up! Why, do you know what Pepper Potts
No,
is
I
allergic
don't.
to?
But I remember Tony gets it wrong, though. He says one
I
thing.
feel like there are some common allergies that really narrow it down. I mean, she's allergic to Tony's bullshit.
I feel like it's hazelnuts.
I'm just
Do
gonna
not listen to him, Katy.
I'm just gonna go with shellfish. I don't know.
It's strawberries. It is strawberries. I'm sorry.
That's such a sweet allergy.
Hopefully there are a few easier questions.
What?
I'm gonna get this one. Whatever it is, I'm getting it.
What movie is that revealed in? Is it Iron Man 2?
I think it's...
I thought it was Avengers.
I think it's... It's when Pepper takes over Stark.
Oh yeah, it's Iron
yeah.
Man too.
Okay, Alec, question 3. What type of doctor is Doctor Strange?
Heart. Surgeon.
No.
Is he a brain doctor?
He's a neurosurgeon. Katie, your question 3. What does Black Widow tell Tony her name is when she first meets him?
This is also Iron Man 2. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess something that sounds like super American. Natalie.
It is Natalie Rushman. I feel like Katie should get that one because
Well, she did get that one.
that's very close.
I feel like I
Yes,
knew
it
that
should-
somewhere deep in my brain.
Yeah, Katie is now in the lead with 1 point. Alec, question 4. True or false?
What?
WandaVision's title...
I actually know this for sure. I remember Kevin saying this. Yeah, this is true.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me say the question, guys, please. Question 4. True or false? WandaVision's title was inspired by Black Klansman.
Yep.
It is true. So we are 1-1. Katie, your question 4. Name the 6 Infinity Stones.
Ooh. Well, Jeff Bridges can't do this, so if I fail, I think that that's okay. Time.
Yes.
Mind.
Yes.
I really just want to be like earth, wind, fire. Those aren't my guesses. Okay, time, mind. That's 2. Space.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
The other ones
You're all
are
saying.
reality,
Oh, I was gonna guess reality, but I don't know what that is.
power.
Oh.
Yeah, reality, power, and soul.
I knew all
Okay.
except reality.
Alec, your question 5. What's Nick Fury's middle name?
When was this revealed?
I'm the one asking the questions, okay, buddy?
Joseph.
Yes, that's correct. Amazing.
I was gonna guess
Katie,
danger.
we're back to you. Question 5. True or false? What if writer A.C. Bradley pitched an episode of the series involving the Guardians of the Galaxy, but was told she'd inadvertently written half the plot of Guardians of the Galaxy 3? True or false?
False.
It's true.
I had not heard that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yes. Alec, what's the name of the club where Peggy and Steve were supposed to have their dance?
Hurley's.
Turleys.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah,
Is that
I
your
mean,
final
unfortunately, I don't remember it.
answer? Okay. It was the Stork Club.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Okay, so question 6. Katie, what was the first MCU show to be officially renewed for a second season?
Okay. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Does that count as an MCU show?
No, I mean of these ones,
okay.
sorry. Although that's got hurt for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Just another kick in
I
the
guess
crotch
they just
for Agents
recast
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mockingbird, so. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, it was Loki.
Has Falcon and the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier been renewed for a second season?
No.
No, there's going to be a Captain America 4 film, but there was no official renewal for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Didn't, does What If not count? Because didn't What If get, like, a 2-season order right off the top? Does that not count as being renewed?
Yeah, I mean, it's debatable, because they did say that it was probably going to have a second season, didn't they, before it even aired?
Well,
Because animated shows take so long to get done.
what matters here is
They
that
had to
Katie
go
was
for it.
wrong.
I mean, I think I was right with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but...
Okay, Alec, question 7. What's Valkyrie's scrapper number?
7.
It's 142.
Okay.
Katie, your question 7. Kate Bishop isn't Haley Steinfeld's first Marvel role. Name the character she voiced before in a hit animated film.
I'm such a Haley Steinfeld stan. I feel like I should know this. Gwen in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes! Very well done.
I love Into the Spider-Verse. And I love it even more now.
Okay, question 8 for Alec. What song does Baby Groot dance to at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Hooked on a Feeling?
No, but I'm going to give you another shot because, I don't know, that face is making me sad.
No, I don't deserve another shot.
It's I Want You Back by Jackson 5.
I feel like Alec was like, I believe in the sanctity of this structure, game structure, and I'm not going to guess. Which I respect.
No, I mean,
I thought I knew this at first
know.
because I love when Baby Groot dances to Mr. Blue Sky at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And I was just like, Groot dancing that song. And then I was like, no, that's not the question.
Let's see if you know your question 8, Katie. What film poster is hanging on Shang-Chi's apartment wall?
Oh my gosh. I definitely knew this at some point, which is not that long ago because this movie has not been out for that long. I feel like it has to be something from like Hong Kong or Chinese cinema, but maybe that's not true. Kung Fu Hustle.
It is Kung Fu Hustle. Did you just Google that?
Me?
Are you just the master of deception? Like
No.
just Googling one-handed like Kung Fu?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that was me. I was just like,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Very well remembered.
Yes, I knew that. Somewhere deep in my soul.
Alec, your last question, question 9, is a true or false question. So you've got a 50-50 chance of getting this right. When Owen Wilson casually revealed that he'd grown a mustache to play Mobius in Loki, he received an ominous text from an unknown number saying, "Strike one," that he thinks may have been from Kevin Feige's burner phone.
Yeah, true. I remember him saying this. I was tempted to say false, though, because I think that Owen was kind of making this story up, but I definitely remember him saying this on Seth Meyers, maybe? Somebody? But yeah, true.
Yes, congratulations. So
I hope
Katie,
that
you
is
just
not
got one
actually
question
true
right.
in real life.
I hope it is. Final question, Katie. Question 9. 4 other major actors were supposedly considered for the role of Icarus in Eternals before Richard Madden landed the part. Name one of them.
Good question.
I don't know the answer, so now I'm trying to think about like who else might have been considered for that role.
I mean, even if you completely guess and accidentally get one right.
I also
you've got
feel
the
like if I
points.
don't get it right and we tie, I'm okay with that. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna say Kit Harington. Maybe they're like, no, but you can play this role.
That's what I would have guessed.
Kit Harington is not one of them. There was Charlie Hunnam, Alexander Skarsgård, Armie Hammer, can you imagine, and Sam Heughan from Outlander.
I feel. Oh, interesting.
In the running at one point.
Huh.
The winner of the first Marvel Standom MCU Christmas quiz is both of you. It's a tie!
It's a tie!
Yay!
It's a
Everybody
Christmas
wins.
miracle.
I love it.
They both did really good, right? We're going to have to dumb down the next one a bit.
I will, yeah.
That was fun. I'm glad that we tied. I don't know how our working relationship would have been affected if one of us had won and one of us had lost. But it feels like we're really in this disgrace
I
together.
don't feel good about any of this.
That's it for this week's Marvel Standom. We'll be back in the new year, of course, and so will Mike Cicchini, I promise. Please like and subscribe. We need your support. But in the meantime, you can find us on our web home of denofgeek.com, where we write about the MCU in loads more detail. You can also hit us up on Twitter at Marvel Standom or at Den of Geek US. And if you've had enough of watching us, you can also subscribe to Marvel Standom as a podcast on Spotify and Apple. Thank you. See you soon.